Ryan here with another episode of Try My Darling, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Japanese demo for Minna de YY Spelunker. So going into this, I just want to be totally clear, I'm not a huge fan of spelunking. Not in real life, and I'm not really that into the Spelunker series of games and, the spin-offs and the games that, are inspired by it. Spelunkers are I believe it began on PCs in the early 80s, and then there was a Famicom version, and it's always been really big and beloved in Japan, and I feel like it kind of broke here with Spelunky. That when it came out on Xbox Live Arcade and PC a few years ago, and it's been out on every platform since, but Spelunky was kind of designed as more of an homage to it. It's not tied with the original Spelunker game, but this Switch game, Minna de YY Spelunker, is like a sequel, and as you can see, it's got cats, so it can't be that bad. My big problem with these games, and it's something we'll see in this, is they are just ridiculously punishing. There's very little margin for error, and I'll show you specifically what I mean once we dig into this. I played it a little bit, and it's a little bit friendlier than even something like Spelunky, but it's still kind of mean, and maybe that's what people want. But so in this, on the menu here, this is kind of your main menu, and we have a ranking mode, which is, we can't do here in the demo. We have our options mode down here, and the game actually comes out April 20th, I believe, in Japan. So over here we have items that you get in the game. You can customize your character. You can equip different sets of items. I'm not exactly sure what the gear does. I haven't acquired any yet, but you can have a pet, so I'm not sure if that's something to do with the cute kitties we saw on the title screen, but I'm not sure I would actually want to take a pet into these caves, because as you'll see shortly, they're very hazardous. Alright, so here's the main mode here, and you kind of have your overworld. I tried earlier. I still have not passed the level 1-1. But this is kind of cool. So you can play Hitori, which is single player mode, or Minna, which is a multiplayer co-op. I'm not sure exactly how that could work, but it could be cool. But I'm just going to play Hitori mode, and I'm going to game start. Hi. So the music's pretty cool. You have a jump button, you have a little gun here, and you can drop bombs, which you have a limited amount of, and if they're anywhere near them, they will kill you in one hit. Lots of things in this game will kill you in one hit. So that's a checkpoint here. Jump over that. Jump over the spikes. Get some bombs. Go ahead and blow this up. So let's get this checkpoint first because of stuff like that. So basically, what happened there is I didn't jump to catch the vine. I just walked off, and that kills you. It's very like it reminds me, it reminds me of old games, and like old PC games, but also like Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. that have very tricky and somewhat obtuse fall distances that you're not always sure like if you can make something or if not, but yeah, it's pretty punishing here. So like obviously I see something down there, but I cannot jump down and get it because I would definitely die. So in here, oh, that looks like ground, but as you can see, there are spikes under it, and if I walked on that, the ground would break and I would die. So those doors I need to do something about. Let's see, here's some items over here. Oh, that's the red key for the red door, I suppose. Some cool shiny things. Yay. And there's the blue key for the blue door. I wonder maybe if I can put a bomb down here. There we go. Get over to this. Lots of shiny things. Very good. Those doors. Uh-oh. Something's... Yeah, you're smiling now, but something's definitely going to, kill me here, probably. There we go. There's that boulder ready to kill me. Gotta jump that, and... Yay. Wow, actually, I think I actually finished level 1-1. So, that's, So yeah, this game, so far, I mean, obviously I've only played a little bit here, but I don't think it's quite as punishing as something like, I mean, obviously not as much as the original game, but even something like Spelunker, I think it's a little, Oh, okay, so is that some headgear I can put on? Cool. Customize my character a bit there, we'll see. But yeah, I don't think it's quite as punishing as Spelunker either. Let's see, can I go back to the camp and equip my new threads? So I want to go to item. Yeah, there we go. Nice knit hat and goggles. I don't know how helpful that will be in a treacherous cave, but they look cool. Let's see, items. Okay, so this is kind of what I've collected so far. Oh, I wonder if, what is this? Not actually sure what this is. I wonder if you can like upgrade your items. That would be pretty cool. That would definitely give this some replayability. But as you can see, like, there's scores, there's leveling up, there's, you know, getting all the items in a stage. So I think if you're... I'm sure this game is going to get ridiculously punishing at some point, but if you are, you know, that kind of masochist, it looks like there are challenges in place to help you go for that 100%. That's what you're into. Pitfall action here. Man, when I see a checkpoint, even if it's like only been 5 seconds since I used a checkpoint in this game, I'm like, give me that checkpoint. Need it. Oof. 3 keys this time. Yeah, I mean, initially, my initial thoughts, like, as I, like, died very quickly, you know, because of, like, dropping from, you know, too high of a distance or whatever, too great a height, I was like, yeah, I don't know if this game is necessarily for me, because I've never dug these kind of games, really. But the more, you know, the more I kind of play it here, I actually don't hate this. This is probably the most I've ever enjoyed this style game, because it plays really well. I'm using the Pro controller right now, and it feels good. And, like, the controls are responsive. It's not like I'm dying because of, you know, controls being bad or whatever. It's because it's hard, and I'm not very good at video games. I don't really know what the arrow at the top of the screen is all about, though. That I'm not too sure. I know it, like, you know, it's going into red now. Is that maybe my time? Because that would be so brutal if there's actually a time limit here. But then it goes back to blue once I hit a checkpoint, so... I don't know, I'm scared to find out, though. Yeah, this is getting a little easier the more I play of it. Hey, finished that level without even dying. That's cool. Yeah, so there's no word on whether this game is going to be getting a localization. As far as I know, it is being released by Square Enix, which for the most part, you know, these days most Square Enix games do come over here, so it's possible. You know, I certainly wouldn't hate the idea of a Western release. You know, if it was like the right price, I think that could be cool. I think it is like 4,800 yen in Japan. So you're looking at, you know, about 45 bucks, which I think 40 would be more of a sweet spot, but I also don't know the extent of the game, and you can kind of see that there's a lot to this, considering its somewhat simple premise and visual style. There's actually a lot of metagame to it, I guess, with the scores and the leveling and the customization and all that. So what is this? Okay. Oh, like throw things? Oh boy. That's interesting. So I mean, I'm not saying it's like not worth a full price release. I always wonder, like, there's been so much complaining about like the prices of Switch games, whether it be 1-2 Switch or Bomberman or the Seiken Densetsu collection. I guess I shouldn't even be worried about the haters in general. Just let them this. I feel like this game would probably get a similar reaction if it was like $50, $60, but again, let them complain. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm gonna find out what happens if I go all the way to red. I die. Yep. Okay, that's really rude. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I guess I don't even want to mess with that. But I guess it saved that I got those coins over there, so that's nice at least. But yeah, wow. Come on, the last thing I need here is a timer. Yeah, I mean, I guess once you start to like learn to play by the game's rules, this becomes a little. You kind of understand what you're getting into a bit more. But if you try to just play it like a traditional platformer, like a Mario game or something, like you're going to end up pretty frustrated, which was kind of where I was at the first time I tried this. Oh boy. Okay, well that's interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm ready to get out of this cave. I'm getting claustrophobic. But I guess that's the life of a spelunker. If you can't stand the cold abyss, then get out of the cave, I guess. I'm leveling up that hat though. That's good. I wonder what happens when you level up an item. Because they feel cosmetic. Like I don't feel any safer wearing my cool knit snowboard goggles. But I don't know. I guess there's still some stuff to learn about this game, but overall, yeah, it plays well. It already provides a decent challenge, and then there's kind of a meta game there to challenge yourself for higher scores and all of that. So yeah, this is a pretty solid title coming to Switch. Again, it is coming in Japan on April 20th, and there is no Western release date announced as far as I know. So we'll see what happens, but I am going to wrap up this episode now. So thank you for tuning in. You can find me on Twitter at BrawnDwarf, BrawnDwarf, and you can check out our blog over at NintendoFunClubPodcast.com. And yeah, we have a podcast as well. So check that out if you are so inclined. All right, well, thanks again for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.